It was Christmas Eve, 1955. Snowflakes danced through the air, settling gently on rooftops and trees. Inside a warm and cozy home, young Hellboy sat cross-legged on his bed, listening intently to his adoptive father, Professor Trevor Broom. The fire crackled softly as Broom began telling a story, a tale of ancient times when the world was shared by humans and magical creatures. Once upon a time, Broom began, his voice low and steady. Humans and magical beings lived together, though not always in harmony. Humans, driven by greed and ambition, wanted more land and resources. They invaded the sacred forests and lands of the magical creatures, sparking a brutal war. Hellboy leaned forward, captivated. Broom continued, painting vivid pictures with his words. For years, battles raged. The magical creatures, though powerful, couldn't match the sheer numbers of human armies. Defeat seemed inevitable until King Balor, the wise one-armed ruler of the elves, sought a solution. He turned to the goblin blacksmiths, legendary craftsmen known for their ingenuity. The master of the goblin blacksmiths proposed a radical idea. "We can build you an indestructible army," he said, "mechanical soldiers made of gold, powered by magic, and loyal to the wearer of a special crown." King Balor hesitated. Such power could end the war, but at what cost? His son, Prince Nuada, urged him to proceed. "Father," Nuada argued, "we must do this to protect our people. The humans will never stop unless we show them our strength." Reluctantly, Balor agreed, and the goblins began their work. They forged the Golden Army, thousands of shimmering soldiers capable of repairing themselves and obeying commands without question. The goblins also created a magical crown to control the army, but only someone of royal blood could wear it. When the Golden Army was unleashed, it was a force unlike anything the world had seen. The human armies were no match, and the battlefield became a wasteland. Victory was swift, but it came at a price. Balor watched the destruction in sorrow. The Golden Army was merciless, and the sight of human lives snuffed out so easily weighed heavily on his heart. Balor sought a truce with humanity. The terms were simple. Humans would keep their cities, and magical creatures would retreat to the forests. The humans, fearful of the Golden Army, agreed. To ensure the army would never be used again, Balor ordered the magical crown to be broken into 3 pieces. One piece went to the humans, and the other 2 remained with the elves. Prince Nuada was furious. Unable to accept his father's decision, Nuada left, vowing to return when the time was right. Centuries passed. Humanity grew, expanding cities and consuming the Earth's resources. The magical creatures withdrew deeper into their forests, watching in silence as the world changed. Nuada, still in exile, observed humanity's greed and destruction. His anger burned hotter with each passing year. "They've learned nothing," he muttered. "It's time to remind them of their place." Nuada returned to reclaim the crown and awaken the Golden Army. His first move was to retrieve the piece held by humans. He targeted an auction house where the crown piece was being sold as a priceless artifact. The auction house was filled with wealthy bidders admiring the crown fragment. Suddenly, the doors burst open, and Nuada appeared, flanked by a swarm of tooth fairies, tiny winged creatures with razor-sharp teeth. The fairies descended on the crowd, devouring everyone in their path. Amid the chaos, Nuada claimed the crown piece and vanished. Meanwhile, at the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense, BPRD, Hellboy and his team were assigned to investigate the massacre. Hellboy, a powerful but misunderstood figure, struggled with his role. He wanted to be accepted by the world, but his fiery temper and monstrous appearance made him an outcast. His relationship with Liz Sherman, his fiery and strong-willed girlfriend, was also strained. They loved each other deeply, but their arguments often flared like Liz's uncontrollable fire. At the auction house, Hellboy and his team found clues pointing to Nuada's involvement. In the commotion, Hellboy revealed himself to the public, stepping into the spotlight for the first time. While some hailed him as a hero, others feared him, adding to the tension within the BPRD. The team followed the trail to the Troll Market, a hidden city bustling with magical creatures. Beneath the Brooklyn Bridge, this vibrant and chaotic market was a place of wonder and danger. Abe Sapien, the empathetic and intelligent team member, encountered Princess Nuala, Nuada's twin sister. She carried a map leading to the Golden Army. Nuala, kind and gentle, was nothing like her brother. Abe was immediately drawn to her. When Nuada's troll enforcer, Wink, attacked, Hellboy stepped in to protect Nuala. The battle was fierce, and Hellboy emerged victorious. Nuada also unleashed an elemental forest god to stop Hellboy, but Hellboy defeated it too, though not without questioning his own choices. "Why do you fight for them?" Nuada asked. "They see you as a monster just like me." Hellboy hesitated, unsure of the answer. Nuada tracked Nuala to the BPRD headquarters using their magical bond. Realizing her brother's approach, Nuala destroyed the map and hid the final crown piece inside one of Abe's books. Nuada arrived and kidnapped Nuala, critically wounding Hellboy with a magical spear. Before leaving, he gave Abe an ultimatum: bring him the final crown piece, or Hellboy would die. Desperate to save Hellboy, the team sought help from the Angel of Death. This ancient being warned Liz that Hellboy's survival would bring doom to humanity, but Liz refused to let him die. The angel removed the spear shard, and Liz revealed to Hellboy that he was going to be a father. The team followed Nuada to Northern Ireland, where the Golden Army lay dormant. Nuada demanded the final crown piece in exchange for Nuala's life. Abe, unable to bear the thought of losing her, handed it over. With the crown restored, Nuada awakened the Golden Army. The mechanical soldiers sprang to life, their golden bodies gleaming as they prepared to attack. Hellboy, realizing they couldn't win, challenged Nuada for the right to the crown. As a prince of Sheol, Hellboy had the authority to duel Nuada. The fight was intense, but Hellboy emerged victorious. Nuada, defeated, tried to strike a final blow, but Nuala stopped him by taking her own life. "We are bound, brother," she whispered. As she died, so did Nuada. With the crown in her hands, Liz melted it, ensuring the Golden Army could never rise again. The team left the underground lair, but the events had changed them. Hellboy, Liz, and Abe resigned from the BPRD, ready to start a new chapter. As they walked away, Liz revealed one last surprise. She wasn't just expecting a baby. She was expecting twins.